Hi everyone. Today I'll introduce a new node called Call Flow. Open the New Node dialog, find Call Flow in the Flow category, and create the node. Call Flow has only one parameter. Select the flow that you want to call. There is nothing to select yet, because the current profile contains only the main flow. Now, add another flow and name it Subflow 1. Return to the main flow and edit the Call Flow node. Subflow 1 is now available, so select it as the flow to call. Then, connect the nodes. Subflow 1 does not contain any other nodes yet, so there is no action to observe. First, add a swipe node. Use the default start and end positions. By default, this gesture swipes upward. Connect the swipe action to the flow. Now use step mode to debug the entire profile from the main flow. Execution begins at the entry node in main. After entry, execution reaches Call Flow. Run the next step. The canvas automatically switches to the Subflow 1 page. The first node that Subflow 1 prepares to run is its own entry node. Continue stepping forward, and the subflow executes the swipe node. After swipe finishes, execution returns to main, and the entire profile ends. Next, let's explain why we use subflows. Some profiles require more complex automation, with many decisions and many actions to perform. For example, I previously created a profile that deletes photos. It contains 3 flows. Each subflow has its own name, making the overall process easier to understand. The entire profile becomes semantically clear and complete, which also makes it easier to add more functionality later. In this example, main opens the Google Photos app and waits for a moment. It then calls tap first image and waits again. After that, it repeatedly calls delete photo to perform the photo deletion actions. The overall flow remains clear because all of those actions are wrapped inside subflows. Each subflow contains 3 or 4 nodes, or sometimes several nodes. Imagine not using subflows. Every node would be piled into the main flow. That would be painful to work with and extremely confusing. That's the call flow introduction. In future examples, you'll see how to use subflows more effectively to build advanced automation profiles. That's all for today. Thanks, everyone.